back with another video. Today I'm gonna react to a video by It's Janky called Clavicular Finally Arrested Facing 8 years. Now, of course, by the time you guys watch this video, of course, this YouTuber Clavicular probably got arrested, probably didn't get arrested, it probably doesn't matter. Um, I definitely want to share my opinions of him. He's definitely been blowing up recently on all social media platforms and definitely promoted a lot more of the looks maxing. So we'll just watch us do this and try to get too deep.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Just the other day, Clavicular once again got arrested for some pretty insane things he did on stream. For those who don't know, Clav is one of the most popular streamers in the world right now, but not for the reasons you might expect. Instead of doing things positive and inspiring people, Clav encourages his fans to take illegal drugs and do anything they can to improve their physical appearance. He can constantly be seen on yachts and at clubs, hanging out with OF.
So the first thing that he says is that yes, he promotes these substance use to, of course, I'm not going to say what it is, but of course he's been definitely influencing this one, especially with the rise of hormone, HRT, any of these substances, not for the party and stuff, but also for the gym and stuff. So definitely kind of like addressing that first. Good thing you just pointed out the point. So
models and getting blackout drunk, despite being only 20 years old. See, Clav is a professional looks maxer, which is something that's become extremely popular over the past few months. What that means is he does whatever it takes to make himself look more attractive and mog everyone around him. However, more recently, his streams have gotten a lot darker. Instead of him just sitting in his room giving his viewers tips and whatnot, Clav has been going around getting in some pretty big trouble. In fact, he would get arrested just the other day.
So yes, that's true. Like, he is this very big looks maxer. He obviously helping young impressionable teenagers how to improve their appearance, all that stuff. But what definitely got into the downhill, what turned around at that moment is that kind of decided to kind of like change up the content a little bit, try to get attention by saying these provocative profanity words, and just started kind of like promoting, doing actions, antisocial behavior that's probably not related to looks maxing, and it's just there for just attention and for money, basically.
On a misdemeanor battery charge, which for those who don't know means that he either beat someone up or was assisting someone in beating somebody up. Even though I can't show the full clip on YouTube because they will legit burn my channel at the stakes, Clav was essentially holding down a girl that his girlfriend didn't really like, allowing her to, well, you could probably assume what she was doing. But yeah, a lot of stuff was going on, leading to him ultimately getting arrested in the end of his marathon that he was doing on his stream.
Yeah, guys, something happened.
Oh yeah, there was definitely another case of him. It was kind of a car situation. Of course, not gonna get too deep into that, but yes, definitely got in trouble for doing that. And of course, it's more of this business. If you look at it as more of kind of a business perspective, you would understand why. And at the same time, it's like, this is very unnecessary and just going too far, right? And it's more of that, that Hollywood fame, whatever it takes to get popular, all that stuff,
We're gonna have to end the marathon. So we'll be back. We'll be back, but we're gonna end it for now. I don't know when we're gonna restart. I'm dead ass. Chat, like I'm not trolling, like we have to end the marathon.
Like temporarily.
Yeah. Alright. Stop it. All right. I love y'all guys. Stay tuned on Twitter. I'll keep you guys updated on Twitter. I'll update the comm, but nobody's gonna
the fact that it's getting very online, it's definitely getting mainstream and very popular, definitely takes a hit on his reputation. and at that point, it's very hard to come back, you know. And this could definitely like affect not only him but for other streamers or other people that probably collab with them as well, you know.
Go live out of this house until we figure out what's going on.
What makes the situation genuinely so insane is the fact that Clav streamed all of this live on his stream. He was committing actual crimes live on camera, thinking that nothing was gonna happen to him. And I also think this just proves how invincible a lot of these new streamers think they are. They think that they can just get away with anything because they have money and fame. And let's be honest, Clav is most likely gonna get out of jail within like maybe a day or anything like that. I mean, honestly, we've seen it happen time and
I mean, yeah, it's kind of like, hey, if I'm like very attractive and good looking, I'll just get away with this. There's no problem. Like, he doesn't care. You know, most of the time some of the time it's not all of that the case. You know.
time again, but that doesn't just disregard the severity of what he's done. I mean, he was literally streaming his girlfriend doing this to another girl and holding her down in the process, which is just insane. And what makes it even worse is around this same time, Clav was streaming himself on a boat in a swamp of some sort with a bunch of other people, and they would open fire on a dead alligator. And even though I can't show this on stream as well because it's just absolutely insane, this is also, as far as I've been advised, a felony charge in Florida, which is also being investigated in his arrest, just continuing to add to the degeneracy that Clav's been doing live on his stream. And despite the literal illegal things that Clav constantly does on stream, just like what I just mentioned,
And definitely with that boat situation of the firearm situation, I did heard of that, and definitely seen articles of it was the animal investigation or animal department or something, and they definitely noticed this one. And the fact that they just put this online is just like definitely number one, antisocial behavior, and number two, I mean, I feel like it's just stupid to like, okay, why would you show that? You know, if you really wanted like do these activities, you wouldn't, and then, yeah, like.
and he also streams borderline porn to his child audience.
Nah, chill about that. Wait, you're a lady boy. No shit.
No, I can confirm. It's her community name.
Move that. Let me see your. Ow.
Let enough man see your.
Hey, move it.
Nah, it's cool. I'm gonna keep it moving.
Move it over a little bit.
That's my fucking truck. Oh, hell no.
Hold on. I can't see.
Hell no. Oh my god. Hey yo. Hey yo. Hey yo.
Yeah, I think she. Yeah, you're good at it. She's a chick.
Nah, mate, yeah, we've got already wrong.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just tried to make sure, I had to make sure she was a chick.
What are these girls gaining from these humiliations? Most of the girls Clav hangs out with are OF models, and they're constantly doing these things on these.
I mean, if you definitely look at it at this broad perspective, of course, at the end of the day, it's just business. If, these young, impressionable teenagers, they don't realize that, hey, like, yeah, they're getting the advice, but it's like, it's more of that business standpoint. That's why, people make these courses, their courses are so overpriced, it's kind of that, almost that scam, kind of. I mean, not every course, I think, it's just a scam, always just do your research before first, but, of course, like, they would, having these, like, pretty beautiful women, all these, like, these models here, just to kind of, like, prove that point, right? It's more of that advertisement, right? And it can definitely spark, lots of emotions such as jealousy and anger, right?
Boats to try to get more people to subscribe to their OF, so they ultimately make more and more money. But it is just an extremely disgusting situation. Like I mentioned previously, most of Clav's audience are legitimate children. They're like middle school, high school guys who are being exposed to this kind of content on stream. And I mean, you can feel bad for the girls who are in these situations all you want, but also they're legitimately putting themselves in these situations. They're hanging out with Clav knowing exactly the types of things that can happen. This fool people really want to go to jail doing all this stupid shit. Bro, this guy literally spoke it all into existence. And I also have to mention, there's been tons of interviews Clav's been doing all throughout this month during this quote-unquote marathon he was doing called Mog World Order or something like that. And in literally every single one of these interviews, he would genuinely just say how horrible all of the questions are they were asking him, just absolutely shitting on the interviewers. I'm not even kidding. It's literally every single interview.
I think I've done a pretty good interview.
From what, like...
Yeah, he's been definitely getting to like a lot of interviews and basically, you know, getting on every interview possible just to kind of gain this attention and popularity, right? You know, it's, you know, you're digging yourself into a deeper hole without even realizing it, you know.
Context, because if it's from the context of what you guys reached out was your intention, then I would say that you've done a pretty shitty job.
All right, well, I think people probably want to learn about you, and that was what I was trying to give you the opportunity to do.
Well, I know. I think that's totally fair, and that's I applaud you for that. But not one, question about looks maxing.
There's been so many questions about looks maxing. I probably asked you about looks maxing like 40 times. I just don't know the specific science. I'm not in the community.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, if you were to ask about, like, maybe something in regards to hair loss, like, there's really nothing.
Yeah, sure. Hair loss.
You see what I mean?
Telling
it's like,
you're trying
I'm telling you what to ask. So when you wake up every single morning and you take a look in the mirror,
It's like he's always playing these mind games, for no reason,
you're 100% satisfied with every single thing. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, more or less.
Okay, dude. All right. Well, I guess that's just, if you want to be completely disingenuous, that's fine with me. I guess there's just no point to continue.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. All right.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, bro. Thanks for having us.
No worries.
It seemed like Clav really wanted the interviewer to ask.
There's this Minecraft on the background. Of course, for someone watching having their attention span, of course it's just purposeful, but yeah, it's what it is.
Ask him, how do I improve myself? How do I looks max to make myself better? But he never asked this question. The guy literally said that, he was happy with his appearance. So basically what the Clavicular kid is showing here is that he is constantly insecure with himself and how he looks. So he can't understand someone who isn't insecure about their looks and feels it's disingenuous. That is 100% true.
Yes, he's kind of definitely insecure and he's trying to improve it. By all means, I'm not hating on the guy, right? I think yes, what he's doing is definitely good in terms of improving. He's not complaining, but I feel it's at the point where it's it just never fills a hole in the void. You always keep doing something, you always keep striving for something more. You do all more of these crazy out of pocket or out of idea stuff, this crazy antisocial stuff that gets you more views, that gets you more money, and you feel like you're not satisfied, and that's when when you're in that cycle. So I think it's just that moment of fulfillment in the void of that cycle where it's just not enough, right? There's always something to critique on. Every year it just gets harder.
It feels like he's some sort of expert in the looks maxing field, which to be fair, he kind of is, but that doesn't mean that everyone wants his advice on how to look better. Some people are genuinely happy with how they look, and not everyone is waking up every day with the simple goal of trying to looks max. And maybe I'm getting this all wrong. Do you guys looks max? Am I fucking ugly or something? Is that why I'm saying all this? I don't know. Let me know in the comments or something like that. In the end, I do think Clav is most likely, gonna get out of jail probably pretty quickly, within a month at the very maximum, but most likely it'll be within just a couple days if he's not already out by the time this video is released. But the fact that he's constantly doing these crazy things like open fire on a dead alligator, allowing his girlfriend to do those things to another girl and even holding that girl down, and just all these little things that are continuously adding up and if anything destroying his reputation. If he ever even had a fucking good reputation ever in his whole career. Spotify shout out of the day goes to SM. Thank you so much for the support on Spotify. I really appreciate it. And YouTube shout out of the day goes to Sendirks. Thank you so much for the support on YouTube as well. I appreciate you so much. If you guys want to get a shout out in the next video, then do be sure to drop a comment down below saying W video or asking for.
Yeah, definitely good video. Definitely good video. Definitely shout out to this YouTuber. Definitely shout out to this YouTuber. It's Jinky. Overall, my thoughts on it. Yeah, of course, I obviously promote looks maxing. I promote improving your physical appearance. I promote being healthy, all that stuff. But I just kind of like warn people just be careful taking it too far and being in that overly insecure cycle, because I've been there myself before. Um, Overall, like, yes, it's true. Like, of course, he's gonna be bailed, or he's gonna like be out within, of course, within a couple days or a couple weeks, and then he's gonna keep doing the crazy stuff that he's been like doing ever since. Back then it was just more of like his videos are more, of course, looks maxing based, but now it's just more of this like trying to get attention based, and I think that's kind of the mistake that he went there. You know, no matter how much of the views for the money, it's more of that like humiliation ritual. And I like his mentality of like not caring, not giving a fuck what you think. And of course, as like him, I'm not hating on him. Like I said, I'm not making this video just to hate on him. I feel like, yes, he's definitely good in terms of like his advice for looks maxing. Of course, you want to do like, if you want to have that the most honest looks maxing advice unfiltered, then yes. But overall, I think like what's he doing right now is just I so, like I wouldn't recommend you guys been doing it at all, and I wouldn't even do this at all. I think it's like, oh my gosh, it's just ridiculous. But if it's just getting attention, getting views, it's like, okay, that's been a very big problem. And I feel like that if he doesn't learn his lesson by now, it's definitely gonna get worse and worse and worse. And plus, like, who knows? Maybe he's gonna be in a worse place other than jail. Probably gonna be in a worse place other than prison. Lots of people may be against him. Maybe he's sending death threats. Like, who knows, right? So that's definitely my opinion on that. Overall, like, yeah, I kind of definitely watched a little bit of his content, but now it's just not anymore. He's just going too far. He's just doing brain rot, all that stuff. So I definitely don't like in the direction that he's been going. But overall, if he keeps doing like that, then it's gonna be worse for him. So yep, that's my reaction to this guy's video. Comment down below what you think. My links are in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.